never lace up the gloves. Inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. And
this bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Didn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at Corey right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that straight left. It's all offense all the time. Those counter punches have to hurt. And shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Misses with the straight left. Every time they drop their guard, they get, you know, the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punching. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Through the straight left, but it won't score. He likes to see more jabs. That hook just can't find the target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter punch. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Which fighter will say no mas? Has to be careful for that. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges can.
That was a terrible.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That time counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nope, that hook won't score. Powerful counterpunch. Those counterpunches have to hurt. And he just missed with that left jab. Carrying away the right hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Let's start the sixth. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Well done with that counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No doubt about who. Here we go. It's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. They are giving us a high-tempo show. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Punch. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He misses with that straight left. A very competitive round with with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that. Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab misses. Nice counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate.
A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Then you continue.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Both of these men showing what a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last